Hello! Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the live stream. A little bit later than I planned on returning. I have an hour or so. Excuse me. I have an hour or so. So let's see what we can do. Right, so we need to move that truck, fill up another greenhouse. That needs cleaning, and we need to go and grab the trailer. What I might do is, if we get another greenhouse full of watery goodness, and then we can have a couple of greenhouses working overnight, get that trailer, that cultivator cleaned, and then we'll take this back down to the mobile home trailer caravan thing, our current place of residence. Yeah, we'll take that down there. We'll sleep for the night. Excuse me. So time is now 4:05. You've got me until about 5 o'clock, and then yeah, I need to sort the kids out. Dinner, baths, bed, and then I'm just going to sit on my backside. Hopefully, catch up with some of Wasteland's videos. I just caught the end of Rusty's live stream yesterday, which was annoying. I do like his square by square challenge. That's pretty cool. I'm going to dump this behind the shed because I can. Not for any reason, just because I can. So we'll leave that there. We'll put the tractor in the shed. We'll stick that in here. Considering we started with 100 grand and we now own all of this, and we still have 81 in the bank, I don't think we're doing too bad. Right. Cultivating, fertilizing, and plenty of harvesting. We don't have a harvester. That's the issue. But so that one's, there you go. They should all be full. They are all full. Awesome. So if we just activate everything, because why not? And then we'll stick everything on selling. So everything should be selling. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what sort of income we're going to get overnight. Clearly, I'm hoping that it's going to outweigh any production costs and or rents or whatever you want to call it. So we get that one filling. We'll take this. Can I pop a just like a dirt path in here? Land's not owned by me. Well, let me put like a dirt path in there. Just looks like I've been driving through the grass. No, it will not. I won't. Just go drive across the grass then. There we go. Zoom in a bit. Excuse me. So we head up to the caravan. We will hook this back up to the trailer and we'll sleep for the night. And then in the morning we'll see what contracts are available and what we've got in the sales. Sales may change overnight, one would presume. So we'll go from there. I said in part 1 of this live stream that I really like this truck, this lorry. I'm not entirely sure what people in the UK call them lorries. I don't know, we just do. Oh, I haven't even got there yet and it's, look at that, bouncing already. Right, that's that. Let's go for a sleep. 8 o'clock should be fine. I can hear money coming in, or going out, or both. 270 property maintenance. So do I not make any money? That is all on selling, and we have nothing in there. So it cost me $2 in production costs. Eh? Production costs. Where are we? $4. Oh, we made $1,000. 1,213 on sold products. Okay. Hey, Rusty. What do you mean, what am I doing? I'm live streaming like a strange little man I am. I'm having a play around on LANCYBOI's American Falls. And, yeah, having a wave time. I caught the end of your live stream yesterday, which is annoying. I was hoping to see more of it. But if I can find 5 today, I'm hoping to catch up. You're on the square by square challenge at Hinterland. Have you guys have you played on American Falls, Rusty? Yep. It's a pretty cool map, and it's not my usual go-to. I've given up the challenges for a minute. I just needed some headspace, so I'm playing on here. Although this is causing me more, more of a headache than I anticipated. There's a few fields that have got oil seed in, and yeah, a few fields with oil seed, and as much as I cultivate them, it's still, well, oil seed. I I have not, but I said in my live stream yesterday I'll be doing Lancy's challenge. Is that the same as I'm doing? So you're going with the premise that you got 100 grand, no leasing, no loans and all that good stuff, and you're working your way up. I need to catch up. What's this Lance's challenge? Oh, no worries, Rust. No worries, good buddy. Right, while I wait for Rusty to respond. Sorry, Rusty. That does all the new crops. Not very big though, is it? These fields are huge. That's that. Contracts. Cultivating. I've got some fertilising and a ploughing contract. I shall accept that one and that one. Right, hopefully we can get both of these done. Yeah, so what I've done is I started with 100 grand. I've decided I can lease, but I need to return everything the same day because they don't trust me to return their equipment. This is from the store. I can't lease for contracts. I have to own the equipment or lease it myself. And for the first year, they're not allowing me to take out any loans or borrow any equipment from farmers and stuff. In the first 3 episodes, we managed to purchase the Steiger, the little international fert spreader, and then this is our seed train. I've literally just bought that in the first half of this live stream. It got cut short. My folks come round. We've got a disc harrow here, and then we bought this plot of land, which is gone the wrong way to get nowhere. Which is this little plot of land up here, square 25. So we bought that. I sold 3 greenhouses and placed 2 sheds, just to get me out of the little caravan thing. And this is where we reside. So I moved everything over here, and then I got the greenhouses. Well, these 3 greenhouses doing their thing, and yeah, do some contracts. Oh, there's another little farm area. Not that one. There's a little farm area further down, which uses a little white buildings that look very similar to these Bernie SCS ones, and the plan was at some point to own that as the main farm, but well, I haven't got that far. So I have got precision farming installed, which if you're doing solid fertilising things I find is great. If you're using animal products, not so great. And if you put in 300 hours on a map only using animal products, it generally glitches out the map. Then you end up with all sorts of hassle, which is where I'm at on Atting and Puck. I think Wasteland had the same issue on Greenland. That and root crops. There's only so many fields of sugar beet you can, have on one map before it starts to freak out. So we'll head down to the store, grab ourselves some more. I could have put a buy point over Tana's one or something up there, but oh, cheers, Rusty. Yeah, so this farm here, we'll just pull over on the side. This is the farm, if you can call it a farm. This is the area that I was thinking about making home at some point. We can pop down the old doormat just here. I know I don't do many lives. Yeah, mainly because of the kids. For that you are not aware, I have 2 small people. I say small, 10 and 4. Well, soon to be 10 and 4 with ASD, and yeah, they are in the background screaming their heads off about nothing. I think they're playing, The missus is with them in a minute, but yes, I don't get a lot of time to do much of anything. It was an impromptu live this afternoon, then my folks turned up, so that was cut short, which is why this is the part 2. I wanted to get the stuff moved across. I wanted to get a few contracts done. So yeah, to get these fertilising contracts done and then see what time I got left. I need to be off about 5, and it's, where is the time? It's 20 past 4, so I've got 40 minutes before my time is up. I mean, I love the missus love the kids, we all love the kids, but as you guys know, having children with disabilities is hard work, and when your other half leaves you on your own to play a computer game, it's yeah, it's hard work. So how are you, Rusty? Are you doing good? Right, is the gate open? There we go. Gate's open. I've come on here a few times and the gate's been shut and I've had to scooch through till 9 every time. But it seems to be alright at the minute. Right, let's grab some more bags of fertiliser. Actually, I'll go for the farm supply fertiliser, as is the case most of the time. It's cheap, it does exactly what it says in the tin, and it works well. The other good thing with these farm supply fertiliser packs is the same as I'm doing on, or had been doing, I haven't played on Carpathian for ages. I just needed headspace to, you know, this was just easy going, chilled out. If you lease the equipment for a fertilising contract and use these farm supply pallets, you can actually make more money from the reimbursement of the fertiliser than you do from the contract. So it's a little bit cheaty, but when you're just having a bit of fun and you just want to play for the sake of playing, not because, you know. And the first field is literally just here. There we go. Rust is doing good. Excellent, excellent. I haven't, I'm going to apologise now, Rusty, I haven't seen any of your breakfast challenge. I apologise. I don't have time to watch every series that everybody puts out, unfortunately. I'm really sorry. So I have no idea what that's about. I might catch up or have a look at episode 1, see what that's about. Yeah, I know what you mean. The problem I got with recording or live streaming on it, that other than the kids, is I got acute asthma, and once I start talking, if I get excited, I can't stop coughing, and then you end up, well, I do anyway, I end up with like an hour-long episode, and 45 minutes is me coughing away like a trooper. So yeah, that and me snots and stuff. So I've said it before, I get hay fever between March and September, and between September and March I get chest infections, sinusitis and all that good stuff, and then as the weather cools down my chest gets tight and then I cough more, which is, you know, part and parcel of who I am. Take it or leave it. Are you waiting for the update for this map before you start your challenge, Rusty? 'Cause I found a few issues. I have popped them on LANCYBOI's Facebook page. He has a comment on there for issues found. I know he's got an update coming out. It was on the list for Mod Hub this week, so I'm hoping it'll be out soon. But this field here, if you guys remember back to episode 2, we put the first coat of fertiliser down and it corrugated the field, which is why we ended up re-fertilising it with this doohickey, this Amazon. Yeah, I've just got the same fertilising contract again on the same field, and it's only showing first coat fertiliser. I'm getting the same issue with the fields that started with oilseed. Once I've cultivated the oilseed in, give it a day or so, and then, well, a day or so, give it a few hours, and then that oilseed has miraculously regrown, and we are back to having a cultivating contract on the same field. So I'm hoping those are going to be rectified. Now, I did see Peanut was playing on here, and he's on PC, not on Xbox, and he doesn't seem to have the same issues. So I'm thinking maybe it's an Xbox thing or a console thing. But it's a pretty cool map. I do like it. I think Wasteland said he was thinking about having a go on here, but he's going to wait for the update. I mean, it's a brilliant map. You wouldn't expect anything less from LANCYBOI, would you, let's be honest? Yep. I do like this little tractor. It says it's 85 horses. I'm pretty sure it's 85 horses. But this thing chugs along. Like, just double check. I'm sure it's 85 horses. Yeah, 85. And yeah, do like this mod. When it first came out, I was like, ooh, not sure I like that one. I'm a red tractor guy, but generally a Massey. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a Massey fan. But you know, one in Rome, as they say. So I was thinking of buying a field other than our greenhouses. Now, the little road we travel down next to where the white farmyard was, the other side of the road, there's a I can't think of, field 15 was it? Which is tiny, but should be. Let me get this lined up. Yeah, about there. These little fields here, field 18, sorry. There are stupid chips. 72, 22, 24. But our seed is a bit big for that field, I think. 2 passes and we'd be done. Oh, you're waiting for the update. Awesome. Have you had any? I mean, I'm guessing you've had a look around the map. Have you had any issues, family issues, or is it just an Xbox thing? Because I know Xbox have generally got, if there's an issue going, Xbox are going to find it, right? That's just how it is. PlayStation generally don't have half the issues. I did watch your throwback series, FS19, the other day, actually. I can't remember what was going on. I was half asleep. I was laid on the sofa. It popped up, and I was like, "Oh, Buster's playing FS19 again." A challenge you hadn't completed. And I was like, "Oh." I couldn't tell you the map. I couldn't tell you what you're doing. I watched it. I'm sorry, Rusty. You know when you get 5 minutes to yourself and it's like midnight, and you're like, "I should go to bed." And you're sat there binge watching YouTube. Like this. Yes, yes, you're right there, Rusty. It's usually console. I mean, I got DODGY-NESS on PC, and I've had absolutely no issues with anything on there. And I think Cavalier Roy's update was mostly for console. Mercury Farms! I knew it was an Alien Gym thing. I can see the sheds. What's the second accounts? Change was finished. Nice. You see, I wish seasons on here was more like, well, more like seasons. You know, with the not crop destruction. I'll probably finish this contract, haven't I? just haven't noticed it. I was reading the chat. I'll be a good. There it is. I'll finish this bit anyway. Yeah, whether you leave straw out and it would biodegrade, and I think that's what a lot of us were hoping seasons were going to be like, but not so much. So where are we? Contracts. That one is complete, so we'll collect on that one, and then field 2. I think it was a field I ploughed near the top of the map, isn't it? It's up here somewhere. Oh, crumbles. It's literally opposite base camp. Oh well, pop the beacons back on, and we'll head up there. You see, I got into farm sim late in life, or late into the farm sim thing. I found FS19 after I saw. So my boy, I've probably told the story before. So my 9-year-old, going to be 10 soon, was watching the squad way back when, and they were playing FS19. No, FS17 they were playing, but it wasn't that long before 19 came out. And I was like, who are these silly people, jumping tractors over ravines and doing these silly things? And they just got on my pip, and I was like, it's really annoying. And then I sat there watching it with him. I was like, actually, that looks like a really fun game if you played it as a game. And when I watched Grant in his real life farming shenanigans, and yeah, I think everyone's got their own way of playing farm sim, don't get me wrong, and that's the genius with farm sim. You can do what you want, but I generally don't watch people that mess around. I mean, I'm not one for let's see how many monster trucks you can get and let's see how big a ravine I can jump. I mean, my youngest loves Hudson's Playground, and they jump monster trucks and get things stuck in the mud and all that. But that's not what I like. I mean, mess around, be silly, have unreal stuff, it's fine. I mean, because I've got unrealistic stuff everywhere, especially on Carpathian. But at least I'm farming, right? It's a farming simulator game, come on. Just my opinion. Crikey, Rusty, you're writing quicker than I can read it. Miss seasons with animals, FS19. Yeah, true that. FS19 for, yeah, you're right. The animals on 22 do look great, but it's not the same. I like having to the feeding troughs. I like having to clean them up and that sort of shenanigans. Oh, that's pretty cool. Have I gone completely the wrong way? I'm sure there was a bridge somewhere. Oh, the bridge is there, isn't it? I could have gone up a bit further, I suppose. Let's turn around. I mean, on PC we've got, well, on console now with Valley Springs, you've got the goats and all that stuff. And my Glen series, I'm doing a goat dairy farm, and just milking the goats. But with the amount of updates for enhanced animal system and all that, it's hard to keep up with what they're changing and what works for what I'm doing, and it's just, yeah, bit of a headache. Changes in the future to yeah, Valley Springs. Oh yeah, Court Farms has got the bunnies, hasn't it? Forgot about the bunnies. Everyone likes the bunny. I don't see why Giants don't team up with some of these great modders and get them to do mods for the game. You pay them a wage and let them do what they do. Not that Giants modders aren't, you know, aren't there, because you know, Giants have made some really cool stuff. But if they got people like Ox and David on board and the Erie Agri guys 4D modding that were putting these things out, is it Archimol with the pallet stuff, and then you got the guys that did the farming agency guys that do Maze Plus. I mean, it's all free, right? Because it's all mods for Farm Sim. So why don't Giants say, we'll pay you a wage and get them on board? Not only that, I wouldn't have to switch between Xbox and PC. I could just have all the cool mods, like the Courseplay dev team. We would have Courseplay on console because it would be part of the game as an update, like they did Seasons back in 19. They updated the game with Seasons, which is why I could get it on console. I don't know. As you say, Rusty, let's be hopeful. Live in hope and all that. So, is what it is. Is what it is. I got a feeling my missus is lurking in the background. There is a third person watching me. I'm gonna get a message in a minute. Get off that Xbox. Oh, this field was canola, and I ploughed this field. And this one seems to be fine. It's literally the fertilising contracts are repeating themselves, and the oilseed fields want recultivating after every time I cultivate it. Whoa, I am wasting so much. This is a big field, isn't it? I'll use a 9-metre plough. This took forever. Oh, excuse me. I've got 3 screens open just to stream my Xbox. So the Xbox is run through the capture card to my PC. My PC is streaming. Well, it's streaming. Yeah, it looks alright. So that's streaming, and then I've got the live chat on the edge of OBS so I can see the live chat, but the screen's to the right of me, not next to me. And then I have my phone open in front of me because for some strange reason I get a delay in what I'm doing. we would see other DLCs that don't include any fertilizer functions. Grass. I don't get what you're trying to say, Rusty. I'm sorry. Other DLCs that don't include any fertilizer functions. Grass. Oh, all grass. Sorry, I got in the corner of my OBS chat window. I have a love heart, and it masked the ore. Yeah, because they've all been, because we had the Oxbow one drop the other day, didn't we? And that was, yeah, more fertilizer stuff. Tractor packs, transport packs, old machines. You know what I'm like with an old machine, Rusty? They have character. I do like an old machine. That would be pretty cool. Who do we know that mods? Ridiculous Dominic. We need some old old tractor packs. Yeah, grass, slurry and animal products. There's a lot of that, but when you add that in with precision farming, it goes wrong very, very quickly. Unless of course you use size fert as well. The best thing about precision farming for me is this. I can see what I've hit, what I've missed in the mini-map on the corner. So if you're running a fert contract with like pre-established corn where you can't see the ground texture change, you can still see the blue line. That is the best thing about precision farming for me. So would you go for any old machinery, Rusty, or would you go for a particular brand, so a DLC with, well, just random old bits of kit? Or would you like, you know, like a old international pack, or you're a green fan? I can't remember now. I want to say you're a green fan, aren't you? I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But you're right though, it's all fertilising and... I read the thing to me. Then we had the hay and forage back the other day. Do you know, I've got that. I've purchased a season 2 pass thing. So I have the hay and forage doohickey, and I don't even think I've looked at any of it. Not a sausage. Ronaldo, hello sir. How are you doing, bud? I would wave back, but you're not going to see me. Are you a Massey fan? Oh, work for Case. Do love old farm wall. Everybody loves a farm wall. Well, I do. Have you seen, there's a YouTube channel, a lovely man called Kevin. The channel's called Junkyard Digs. He got a load of old farm equipment and literally tore up his back garden and planted beans. And it was either abandoned and broken or in a scrap heap. And he used an old farm wall that he revived to plant his beans. That was pretty cool. I do watch other stuff other than farming things, honest. I mean, I watched the Hoof GP. No, seriously, I do watch a I do watch a lot of farming type stuff. How's Ronaldo? And does Ronaldo have a preferred tractor brand? Let's start an in-depth conversation about tractors. I got really confused then. I was looking the wrong way, and I missed a bit. Darn and dag nabbit. I tell you what I haven't done in Farm Sim in 22. I did a bit on Calmlands, and that's forestry. I've not really touched on forestry in 22. But talking of Calmlands, I was clearing out some save games, I was clearing out a lot of mods, I was clearing out a lot of rubbish off my Xbox, and I deleted my Calmlands series. And I nearly cried. I had over 300 hours on that map. And I keep releasing updates, and I deleted the wrong one. So, there goes any more Calmlands updates, guys, fortunately. And yeah, I don't fancy sitting there for 300 hours redoing it all. Not that I can remember where everything was, in fairness. But fun times. I know, I would say I'm going up and down the field, but yeah, I've not touched on forestry, Rusty, unfortunately. You've got a few maps with forestry on the go, haven't you? So you is all over that forestry stuff. Well, I keep saying to myself I'm going to build a roller coaster on Silver Run, but I haven't. I've barely looked at Silver. I did look at the Logs to Hogs challenge, and then I was like, well, I don't know. I thought Oceanside View had Oceanside View, Oceanside something, isn't it? I thought that had some great potential to do some forestry on. It's not a massive map. The fields are pretty cheap. There's two preset, prefabricated field areas, and yeah, let's level that off. I'm probably going to have to get some more fertiliser. It's a big field. And I've got about 15 minutes. It's a 15-minute warning, guys. What's your favourite forestry type production, Rusty? Silver Run, the Rags to Riches, lost a save. Oh yeah, that was, yeah. I remember you saying about your save thing. That I was watching you do the Bare Bones Challenge. You mentioned it on there. I want to know how Game Enjoy's pretty much finished, right? Or maybe has finished now. I'm indecisive. I know no longer on Elm Creek on that one. That's the other good thing about running Packing facility mods, great for forestry, American summers also. The packing facility mod, that's the one that you can gain the reputation and all that through, isn't it? I'm sure that's that mod. I will say it's that one. Not used American sawmill. Again, haven't done forestry, so that's probably why I haven't used the sawmill. Is what it is. What I got? I'm gonna get to the end before I find what I'm looking for, aren't I? Farm Productions. Oh no, don't have it installed. That's the one that does the carpentry thing, does the pellets and all that. I'm sure it is. That's the one I was using on the Zero to Hero challenge before it all went wrong like 4 times and I gave up. Clearly I was not meant to do the Zero to Hero challenge. Yes, I thought it was. I'm not too bad remembering what mods do. Remembering who the modder is. Now that's an issue of mine. Oh, does it? What if I bought that little field down yonder and then just planted a load of trees and stuck a sawmill on it? I mean, I don't, other than buy that other farm to actually got a farmyard, I don't have any plans for this series at all. I wasn't even sure that it was going to be a series. Originally it was going to be a one-off. Let's just have a mess around, get back into farm sim, because I've been away for like a month. I know, right? I was watching Mr. Silly Pig and he can literally rattle off modder after modder after modder. He knows who's made what and when, dating back to, you know, the very first mod. That man has some memory, old Mr. Silly Pig. Names aren't my thing. Faces, but not names. My missus is good with names. Wood chips. What's the wrong one? This one. Sugar bee wood chips. Oh, up to 405 in January. And oh yeah, woods need 4 grand. I don't have much of anything installed on here. Furniture stuff, planks, furniture, and then we got the platinum stuff. Oh, that's there are any sell points for the platinum stuff on here. Is what it is. %, fertilizer left. So if you had to pick a map for a beginner into forestry, as you have numerous forestry type maps on the go, what map would you pick? What's your favourite forestry map? Because Oceanside was I looked at that the other day and I was like, ooh, it's pretty cool. Obviously Silver Run's part of the Platinum expansion, I have that. Keep saying I'm going to roller coaster, I never do. You know when you just run out of time? Constantly. Oh, rain's on the cards. Rain. Oh, 10 o'clock it's going to rain. And it's 9:26. I can't get the tractor to run any faster than this. This is as quick as it runs. There's a lot of floating deer on this map. There's a few maps I've noticed. Well, I find it. There was a map the other day I loaded up. That was forestry. Not sure why. I was just looking through maps, ones I hadn't played, just to see what they were like. And a lot of the forestry maps on like New Farmer, you start with all the equipment. So like the big old forestry logging machines and all that in New Farmer, and then if you started on start from scratch or farm manager, you don't get that thing. But the problem with a lot of forestry maps, well, I say problem, is it really a problem, is the fact, like Oceanside for argument's sake, you can buy both fields on the map, field 1 and field 2. You can buy both of those. I think it's two fields, technically 3 plots. So you buy both fields for less than 10 grand, and then the rest of the map's 400 grand. Sim Farmer's got a series on Corpy, Rusty, and he's doing really well on there. Who else did I watch on Corpy? Have a look at my subscriptions. I can't think of the guy's name, but he's pretty cool. No Man Lands, Hinterland, Silver Run so far. Most forestry player lifters to have done on maps are both farming and forests. Yeah, I watched Sim Farmer on FS19. He did Crater Lake, and he would use the old FDR moddings machinery, and in an episode he'd clear, a couple of 100 acres of forest, pop in 3 fields, fully fertilised, ready to go, planted up in like a 20-minute episode. And I'm thinking, it would take me that long just to chop my first tree down and sell it. It makes it look so easy. But no, I prefer the farming. I generally play to clear my head, just chill out. Normally got my earbuds in, bit of music. And yeah, I used to take antidepressants for my mental state, and now I farm. And I talk to fantastic guys like yourself, Rusty, Wasteland, AgTech Farmer Gaming, just to name but a few. And yeah, you guys keep me sane. Enjoy the concept, technical use of the map with the periphery being free, land, forests, anywhere, large scale farm with free grass. Nice. The Tip Anywhere mod on PC by, I want to say Loki. Don't get me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Loki. Allows you to tip anywhere, as it states, but you can also cut the grass anywhere on the map. So if you have like the periphery that you can't always buy, or like Frilling, there's areas of the map that you can't purchase and you can't use them, but with a Place Anywhere mod and then Loki's Tip Anywhere, you can use common all ground You can cut the grass, simulate that you're cutting it for the local authority and whatnot. There's a lot of free land on Iowa Plains. There's a lot of free Cherokee. He's also done Goldcrest. A lot of free space on there, which I thought was pretty cool. Not all of it is accessible. Love that map. Wow, it doesn't like me. It always went wrong. Yeah, I never did the baker cake challenge, unfortunately. Always thought about it. No. I watched Dagwin's series on Calmston. I'm pretty sure Scroft. Yeah, that's the guy. I can't pronounce it. I apologise. My pronunciation with names is horrendous. You're lucky I remembered what your name was. Yeah, I think Scroft's still playing on Calmston. He's tweaked the map. He's made it work for what he needs, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he's still playing on the same map. But I like, not sure about you guys, but I like maps that I can make mine. So I don't want to be told, oh, you can't buy that square there, you can't buy this square there, you can't buy the edge of the map that's up against your farm where you want to put a shed. You're not allowed to buy that square. That really annoys me. If I own this field, I want to be able to buy the periphery around the edge so I can put a shed on it, or whatever the case may be. But there's some maps out there, I mean, back to Furling, there's areas on there that you can't buy. You can only buy certain places, and when you're playing on console, to put down sell points you then have to own a field to put a sell point on it, whereas if you could purchase the area land the grain mill was on, for argument's sake, you could then place a sell point on that land, but not all maps allow you to do that. That's my one peeve. I mean, I can't mod. I'm not the greatest of doing anything on modding siding. I've tweaked a few barns for my Glen Lethen series, and I've tweaked a few other bits. XML, HTML, not so bad. Modding, can't do that. I'm not knocking the modder. Modders are fantastic, but there's some little. My one pet peeve would be if I could buy all the land, not just some of it. Yep. I think that stems from console playing, Rusty. The fact that we don't have the ability. Well, I sometimes play on my PC, but we don't have the ability to be able to place anywhere. And some maps on console, if you like scooch right down and then zoom right in with whatever you're trying to place, you can place it on the edge. A bit like I did on Carpathian. I placed whatever it was I placed. My windmill and the slurry yard. And then other maps you get like here, and then it's going, no, you can't place any further back than that. I was like, well, there's loads of land, I can farm that land, but I can't place anything on it. It's just annoying. My one pet peeve, well, I've got a few pet peeves, but I do like a map where I can buy everything. Make it mine. That's the whole premise behind Farm Sim, is you make it the way you want to make it. Modders are fantastic, they do a fantastic job, but is what it is, and I'm not wasting any more of my fertiliser there. If the farmer decided he doesn't want that bit done, that's not my fault. The fact that it's almost 5:05 and I've been live streaming now for an hour, I'm going to take the money and run. I'm sure it said, I thought it said it finished. I'm sure it said it finished. Did it not? I threw it back. I could have swore that said that I'd finished. Clearly not. I will do some more. Right. Poor boy maps. Different functions for RC farming. Who makes the interior? Who's that by? Because I was looking at that one, and you got the big stone quarry, which then you could use to make other things, and then you also have by the dock, the barge area, you also have a big pile of wood chip, which you could. Oh, there's field 2 finished. There we go, another 20 grand. Ideally, I would like to take on a harvesting contract, but I don't. When I've got a truck, I've got a trailer. All we need is a combine. Slurry. Now, the harvester that I was looking at was. I'm sure it's this one, wasn't it? Old International Harvester, 100 grand. And then the header for that was 28. So 128 and I got 106. Unless we buy the harvester. We could buy the harvester. Which leaves me with 6 grand. Forestry and rock rides and some unique productions. Adds in. Okay. I shall have a look. Poor boy. Sounds like fun, Mr. Rusty. Oh, that'll do. We'll head back down to the store. We'll pick up the rest of the fertilizer. That's the chap that makes the cider, isn't it? Did he make it? He made a cider. He made. That's the same guy that did Colonia. I'm sure it is. I want to say it's the same guy. There's music in the shops in that one. There's another map as well, wasn't there? Oh, okay. Mr. Sleepy's got a series on that one. Another mate of mine. Raja. Oh yeah, the Raja G player, what his name is. Yeah. My apologies. But that's got music in the store. Yeah, a mate of mine who's playing on Frontier, I'm not sure if he's still in like him 2727 or he's now only 4K content. But yeah, he's got a series on Frontier. It's pretty cool with the steel production and all that. That's pretty cool. I mean, how do you go about even thinking about modding something like that? Black River, Frontier, European countryside, Apache farm. Alright, yeah. Yeah. Oh, awesome. So out of your saves at the moment, Mr. Rusty, there, out of your saves at the moment on 22, when you get a bit down, what's your go-to map? What's your save game of choice at the moment? If you're not, not recording, you're just taking some Rusty time, having a donut or three. What's your map of choice? And whatever it is, I shall download later and have a quick play on it. Channel my inner Rusty. Go grab some donuts and sit back and play. We timed that just right. It's raining and thunder. The same, you don't get lightning. You just get the rumble. I'll tell you what, it was really raining here the other day, and for all of you guys that have been watching for a while, you'll know that I have a leaky roof and it is still leaking, and all night we got a bucket in the bedroom and the rain started to come through the ceiling, and all night drip, 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 drip. It started dripping around 7:30 in the evening, and then about 6:20 that morning the drip had calmed down. It was dripping every sort of 20 minutes rather than every 20 milliseconds. Black Forest. Black River, sorry. Black River. Right. I shall, this evening, if I can get the kids in bed, which is never a go-to with me, I shall get that. Download Black River. We did a sort. See, I like to play maps that look, I don't know, that I can buy everything, is the first thing. The second thing is it needs to have a bit of this and a bit of that. I mean, I got some forestry fields, I got some fields that are not fields, I have large fields, small fields. This is a sort of, there's a fuel station, there's a farm over here, there's a farm over there. This is the sort of map that I look for. They need to look lived in, like, little swing set, little house. That's the sort of maps I like to play. A lived in map, a map that looks like somebody else has already started playing on it and I need to join in and play with it as well. I don't like maps that are very empty. But then in saying that, I don't like maps that look cluttered. I want a map that looks lived in, that's not cluttered. That sounds wrong, doesn't it? The farm areas on here are just farm areas, where some map makers pop in loads of random bits of twig and rubbish in the farmyards, which is just, yeah, not my thing. Bumpy roads. Oh, do you remember, talking of bumpy roads, did you watch Farmer Cop's Wilhelmina series when he literally took off in his truck and trailer, like his pickup truck and a trailer? He was doing a bit of forestry by hand and he rolled it over like 6 times. I literally watched that over and over again, just crying with laughter. It was pretty funny. I think that was back on FS19 in fairness. I think he's done it on 22. Ah, Dust Bunny 54, hello. How are you? 380 hours on Calmston. How many of those hours were the Baker Cake Challenge? Oh, you did watch it. The set was I was got distracted earlier, but my very first thing was I searched Farming Simulator 19, and I found Farmer Cop, and Mr. Silly Bee popped up at the same time. I ignored Mr. Silly Bee, and I thought, oh, Farmer Cop, that sounds fun, let's watch him. And he was placing the pig pen on no man's land, and I got hooked. And then I found all these great content creators were making things. Ah, cheers. Awesome, thanks Dust Bunny. Thank you, Mr. Rusty. 265 to 27. Yeah, it's about 250 hours to complete the challenge. I think I've got about 250 hours on Attingham, and the end goal was to finish with 1.5 million, and I've spent more than that on land in the last 3 or 4 episodes, so I should have finished the challenge. However, I'm now sat at 1.3 million in the bank. I think my next episode will probably be finishing off that challenge. Are you a farm sim enthusiast, Dust Bunny? Or are you Dusty, just Bunny, Mr. 54? Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Oh, okay. You didn't like the Calmlands map all that much, did you, Rusty? It wasn't your thing. Is it my great British accent? And is that what reminds you of Dagwin? Because I think if you're playing Farm Sim, you're of that mindset where everybody is fun. I haven't met a content creator that plays Farm Sim that's been horrible or mean or left a snarky comment. Every Farm Sim content creator are fantastic, regardless of who they are. I watch so many, I try to watch so many different content creators who play Farm Sim. I don't get to watch every episode of every series, but I do try. My go-to at the moment is a chap called Peanut. He's my go-to at the moment, so I've been catching up with him. I do need to catch up with Wasteland. I need to catch up with Rusty. There's so many. Well, the cereal farmer's doing the rags to riches thing on Isle of Plains, isn't he? He started off as a lawnmower man. Farms in Snowy. Oh, he just lives in Norway. Awesome. Whereabouts are you, Dust Bunny? Oh no, I'm 16 minutes over my curfew. The missus is going to have my guts for this today. I'll tell you what. I'm going to take on... How much is the header to hire? £1,000. Right. So if I accept all 3 of those, like that, we'll accept all 3 of those. Oh, right place. I'm then going to buy the harvester, just as is. We'll buy that. And then, we'll lease the header. Right, we're down to £4,000. Are you in the States as well? I've got cousins that live in Joplin, Missouri. Yeah, Mrs. Hen is yes, I haven't told you guys this yet, but my Mrs. Hen is I think she was 22 weeks pregnant on Friday, so she's very hormonal. And I said it'll be about an hour. It's been an hour and 20 minutes, so we all love her to bits. However, she's still going to have my guts. Yeah, that's all up sort of middle-ish, as Iowa and all that's around the same area, isn't it? I haven't seen my cousins in years and years. Excuse me. Cheers, bud. Thanks very much. Yeah, but I saw the cheers, Rusty. I did see that the update was coming out, and I was like, should I play? Shouldn't I play? I do believe it's going to require a new save game, which is why I've kept my land purchases to a minimum, because I can always add money in, rebuy the machinery, and then it's only 1 square of land, and I've literally placed 2 sheds on it. I can get back to where I am pretty quick. That's another reason why I was running seasons multiple days, so that I could just squidge through should the mood take me. Now, I hadn't planned on this being a series. It was just get my head straight with a lot of things going on. Not sure if you remember, Rusty, but my mum's not very well, so I'm sure I've mentioned it before. My mum's got leukemia. So I'll go back to contend with the missus, the kids. It's all going for me, I tell you. And Farm Sim just relaxes me, takes me out of my thing. But if I spend any more time on here, I'm not going to be able to play on it anymore. I'll be banned. The missus will tell me off. So lovely talking to all of you. Dust Bunny, thanks you for the sub, bud. Rusty, just thanks. You know, you're awesome. You're all awesome. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. So, as always, sending prayers. I know, right? It's, it's been hard. That's why I've been away. I've had loads of stuff to sort out. So, yeah. What do you think of my live streams? Are they? This is a part 2 to the part 1 I started earlier, and then my folks come round, so I spend time with mum. Yeah, I don't generally live stream, but because I hadn't put any content out, I just wanted to interact. So I'll see what the missus says if I'm allowed to do it again. Because when I record in bits, so one episode might take me 3 or 4 days. But yeah, anywho's, love all of you guys. So as always, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and comment. Each and every one of you. Please take care, and I shall see you all in my next adventure. Cheers.